Hi guys, this is Miss Jess again from the Preheat Library. Today we're going to try something a little crazy. We're going to bake. I've got a banana bread recipe with chocolate chips in it that I got from our very own Miss Jen, and it's actually from her mother. This is only the second time I'm attempting to bake this, and I am not a baker, but I think we're gonna have a lot of fun. So let me show you the ingredients that we have so far. They're gonna all be listed below, so don't worry. We have 1 1/4 cups of flour. We have a cup of sugar. We have a cup of shortening. We have 2 eggs. We have a teaspoon of baking powder and a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. We have 1/3 cup of chocolate chips and 4 mashed bananas. Okay, we also have a bowl for stirring. We have a little baking tin here, which I've put shortening on and then some flour. We have a sifter that I went out to get specifically for this purpose. And we have various tools for mixing. Why? Because I might need them all, I'm not really sure. We're gonna wing it, guys, it's gonna be great. So the very first step is you're going to need to preheat your oven to 350 degrees. Okay, once that's going, we're going to sift all the dry ingredients together first. So here's my sifter, and we're going to put the 1 1/4 cups flour in, nice and slow. Just a little bit. So you don't want all of it in there. Okay, and then we're gonna give it a little sift. Woo, it's flying around there. Okay, and then we're gonna put in a little bit more. Sift it. It's nice and powdery when it comes out the bottom. And we got the rest in there. Whee! All right. Looking good so far. Once again, I am not a professional, so if I am doing this incorrectly, apologies. All right, now we've got the 1 cup of sugar. I can't imagine that's gonna need too much sifting. Let's see. Oh no, yep, okay, that's a little bit harder to turn because those granules are really rough. Okay, now we've got our baking powder. That's 1 teaspoon of baking powder and a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. It just went right through there. Okay, and then we are good with the dry ingredients. So I'm just gonna kind of gently mix those together. It's kind of hard to tell since they're all the same color. We're just gonna give it a nice stir. Get it all together. Beautiful. Now we're going to put in the shortening. It's 1 cup of shortening. This might require some elbow grease. And what that means is you're going to be using your arm a lot. So we're going to mix it in just like this. I actually, I think the first time I made this, I used my hands. I like to use my hands in baking a lot, not only because it's just fun, but because you can really get everything mixed up good. So I might end up doing that again. I like to get messy with my crafts, and I like to get messy with my cooking. So you're thinking, this doesn't look wet enough, right? So we're gonna need some more wet ingredients. So we're gonna put in our eggs, which I cracked already because you do not wanna see me attempt to crack eggs. It is not pretty. Okay, we're gonna get those in, and then I'm gonna try and mix that in a little bit. You wanna try and evenly distribute everything, so that you don't get weird clumps or lumps. See, it's starting to form almost like a dough. That's good. All right, so then, of course, we can't forget our mashed bananas. Now, if you're asking, how does one mash a banana? I suppose you could use a masher, but what I did was I used these mashers, and I squished them. It was super fun and super wet. I had a great time. One of the reasons we're not doing this in my kitchen is because in prepping for all of this and measuring all the ingredients, I made a complete mess in my kitchen. That's usually what I do when I bake. You can see handprints of flour pretty much on every surface. It's usually the flour that gets me. I don't know why. I'm so careful, and then it just kind of explodes in my face. I don't know. Maybe I'm doing it wrong. So we're gonna mix this up. Now, I like putting chocolate chips in mine. You can put nuts in yours. I've seen walnuts. I would, if you're gonna use nuts, I would make sure they're kind of small and crumbly. Okay, now, I'm gonna try and get all those little mushy lumps out of there. Can you get all of them out of there? Possibly. Am I strong enough to do that? I don't know. I'm wearing my Wonder Woman apron. I do have a Wonder Woman spatula. You can't see it. It's already, there we go, yeah. So, I'm feeling strong. Feeling like I got this. Don't get too close. You'll see my lumps. Okay, so we're gonna get some chocolate chips in here. Oh, messy, messy. Towel, always have a towel nearby, trust me. All right, chocolate chips are going in. And let's try this mixing. Oh, this is actually a lot better. I feel like it gives me a lot more strength behind my stirring. Maybe the spatula was too bendy, had too much give to it. See, every time I make stuff, I learn. And that's why I have like 5 different mixing tools next to me. Didn't even need that whisk thing, whatever that's for. All right, like I said, you wanna try and get the lumps out, but that's kind of like the best I got. I mean, like, I'm a librarian, you know? I don't really have that much arm strength. All right, obviously, Miss Jess has to go to the gym more. All right, so for this, in order to get all of the batter, out of the bowl, I know for sure you need a spatula because that gets it in there real good. I happen to have a little pouring spout here, so hopefully that'll help me to get this batter in here. You can kind of like use the spatula to scoop. Scoop. It smells really good. It's kind of gloppy. If you like making slime, this is probably gonna be fun for you. It's like slime you can eat. All right, let's see, kind of do like this. Get that out of there. I almost forgot to tell you, always wash your hands before you do this, or before you cook or bake anything. Super important. You might even wanna wear gloves, because then you won't be getting all messy like I am. Oop, there's some out there. See, it's all over the place. I'm gonna try and smooth it out a little. And then I was told, oops, wow, that is really messy. I was told to kind of tap it to get the bubbles out. I assume that's what it was supposed to be for. All right, so that's what we have. What I would do next is I would put it in the oven for about 45 to 55 minutes. You'll know it's done when you take a toothpick and you stick it in. If the toothpick comes out clean, you know it's ready. If it comes out and it's still wet, put it in there for another 5 to 10 minutes and make sure you check on it often. I'm gonna go and put mine in the oven, and then when it comes out, I will take a picture and put it below. Let me know how it goes, and feel free to correct me on any of my techniques. I hope you had fun. I did, and I'm gonna go wash my hands again. See you guys later, bye.